Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Loki episode 2. So I'm a few weeks behind now. I was sick and I couldn't record. Right now I think the show is up to episode 4. And I know, I've seen through social media, I've been spoiled about Sylvie, who is like the female variant. That seemed like something that was quite obvious anyway. It seemed like something that they were going to do. So I'm not too upset about it being spoiled for me. Just excited to see where the show goes from here. Some people have said it has similarities to Doctor Who, and if that's true, I'm all here for it. If it's just like adventures through different timelines, Doctor Who is through adventures through space and time, this will be adventures through different timelines. That'll be really cool. So before we get into it, be sure to check out the Patreon. Over there you can find full-length timer-based reactions, 1 week early access for shows that aren't currently airing, and polls so you can vote for upcoming shows and movies. Let's just jump into the episode. So I wonder who the villain in this will actually be, if it is this female Loki, or is it like really the TVA's behind everything? Because the TVA does give you kind of weird vibes.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
Yeah, so I wonder what Loki wants to do now. If he wants to head up the TVA, he wants to destroy the TVA. Because he's cooperating at the moment, but who knows, he always will be. Wisconsin. Okay, I was thinking, where is this? Oh yeah, there's people in regular clothes as well. In the 80s. Okay. I hope we get to see loads and loads of variants of different characters.
Let's move. Some of us need this,
Is this...
The trap, watch your back.
Yeah, because they've been trapping all of the Minutemen, haven't they? Who I assume is Sylvie, who's doing it all. Oh, are they really? Yeah. You can't do this when Shrek's already perfected it. Is it mind control, or is it like her consciousness in her? I wonder if it's quite a cool power, because if you're not physically strong yourself, you can command someone who is. So is this being used ironically, or is Sylvie like actually going to be a hero, She's got a time door. Taking her with her for some reason?
Okay, y'all. Let's review what we've learned.
Oh, Miss Minutes again. Oh, she's got like a hologram as well.
Right. And
It's funny seeing him in just like an office job.
Are you recording or are you alive?
Sort of both.
Like an AI, must be.
Watch it. Where's your manners?
My jet ski magazine, put it down. Come on, gear up.
He's got a uniform.
But which kind of Loki remains unknown.
No, the lesser kind. To be
So at some point Loki has to go back, because it ruins the whole timeline, right? He has to go back to the point where he left.
And no two are alike. Slight
Is that Cyclist? Hulk? Like a Hulk Loki? Is that what it was?
Illusion projection involves depicting a detailed image from outside oneself which is perceptible in the external world, whereas duplication casting entails recreating an exact facsimile of one's own body in its present circumstance, which acts as a true holographic mirror of its molecular structure. But you already knew that.
Okay, take a break. We're gonna break into the team. We haven't been able to find them, so let's bring in an expert.
Is he using him to throw everyone off?
You already know that we can catch you, and how's betraying us gonna get you any closer to the timekeepers?
An audience with the timekeepers is on the table.
That's what he wants. I wonder if we actually get to see who the timekeepers are, like we actually physically see them. Also, apparently one of the timekeepers looks like Kang the Conqueror, who is, we know he's going to be a villain further on, played by John Majors as well.
The variant's never taken a hostage before.
Was there something special about this hostage?
If you leave this tent, you'll end up like them.
What do you see?
I see a scheme, and in that scheme, I see myself.
This is cool seeing him like a detective.
Loki, make a long story short.
We need to look for C20.
But that's exactly what the variant wants you to do.
Yeah.
It's a trap. He knows that I'm stronger than him.
Almost.
I have a new purpose. I'm a servant of the...
Oh yeah, I realized after seeing this that glorious purpose, that was his first line in the first Avengers movie. That's why it was named that episode.
He's lying.
Yeah.
Playing games. There's no one out there.
And they have some of those charges, don't they? It's a cool effect. The kind of rainbow and then all the sparkles.
Is it just me, or does this office keep getting better and better? What would you say, maybe?
So is she's even higher. She was the judge before, but is she, how high up is she actually? You know, there could be a possibility that the timekeepers don't actually exist and she's the one actually in charge, who's just saying that she's doing the timekeeper's biddings. Also, I realize where I recognize her from is San Junipero, the Black Mirror episode.
Here's what we did find out. The variant likes to stall for time, and eventually we'll catch the other one doing the same thing, because understanding this Loki helps me get closer to the one.
Yeah,
Right?
that's a good point.
And how are the old timekeepers?
How do you think?
I don't know, because I've never met them. Thankfully.
Yeah, if no one's ever met them, who can say they actually exist?
I've never seen them so involved. They want that variant caught.
You're probably wondering what happened out on the mission.
He's trying to talk his way out of it.
You're here to help me catch the superior version.
Ooh.
That's it.
I'm not sure superior is actually quite the right word.
I mean, this one got caught, that one didn't.
Because you know this variant is better than you, and you can't.
I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I've been playing a game of my own all along.
He's control the TVA. Am I getting warm?
I don't need your sympathy.
Good, because I'm running out of it.
And stole their reset charge as well.
The woman in the back. What are they going to use the reset charges for? You set off like multiple at once? Will that cause like a bigger problem?
Okay, I'd like all files pertaining to the beginning of time then.
Those are classified.
At the end of time.
Those are classified.
What else can I have?
Happy reading.
It's literally just that. Oh, it's just his own information. But with that, could he see... I mean, he already saw into his future, but can read even more about it. Oh, yeah. In Ragnarok. These moments are really great, where he just gets a bit of time to realize the consequences of his actions and things like that. Total planetary destruction. I remember there was someone once saying that Asgard wasn't a planet, so that confirms it. Random internet commenter. Zero variance energy detected, so it's like part of the main timeline, and he realizes.
He's hiding in apocalypses. Down to Asgard.
His product placement is very obvious. I'm pretty sure it's product placement. I haven't heard of Justa before, but pretty sure it's product placement.
Push the Hulk off the Rainbow Bridge. There he goes.
The Salt's Hulk.
And I could also set fire to the palace. I can do
Too much salt in his salad now.
and it would... There's the apocalypse.
That's the apocalypse?
Ragnarok obliterates the salt.
Okay,
Because the timeline's not going to branch. Because it gets destroyed.
so that's where it's hiding.
I'm not taking you for a stroll along the promenade, much less an apocalypse. Okay, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the
Pompeii. I hope it's not just all Earth-based tragedies as well. Like, we get to see some space-themed locations and other things as well. Would be cool.
Hey, my horn friends, be free! Istemos, Ignes, pastos per cyclola in was.
Didn't even know what a volcano is.
What is the TVA? I mean, it's from the future. It sounds from the future. It's pretty future-y.
I don't believe it.
Zero variance.
No branching in the timeline.
No, you should probably get out of there.
Occurring sudden, no warning, no survivors.
How many of those disasters could
millions. Because it's across the whole universe, isn't it?
Why'd you have that?
Because they're awesome. In the early 1990s, for a brief, shining moment, there was a beautiful form and function which we call jet ski.
I've seen memes about people want him to ride a jet ski at some point in the show.
Showing up on a jet ski on the sacred timeline, that would create a branch for sure.
That'll be fun.
But you could do it during an apocalypse or a doomsday, and it wouldn't affect it.
Why read about a frost giant of Jotunheim?
And who raised you?
Odin of Asgard.
There is a slight plot hole because if magic doesn't work in the TVA, Loki should be blue because he looks like this because of magic from Odin, isn't it?
So everything is written. Past, present, future. There's no such thing as free will.
Well, I mean, you know, it's an oversimplification.
So in fact, in a way, you and I, here at the TVA, we're the only ones who are actually free.
Yeah, the free will stuff I mentioned.
How does it all? But no one bad is ever truly bad. And no one good is ever truly good.
Mm-hmm.
Scared little boy.
What about Scared Little Boy gave him this epiphany?
Cathedral candy box.
Oh yeah, the boy.
Kablooey.
What's that?
Candy. Do you have candy on Asgard?
Yeah, grapes, nuts.
Only sold regionally on Earth.
Oh, okay.
All you gotta do is cross-reference that with every apocalyptic event.
They have the barcodes and stuff as well.
It's not the climate disaster of 2048.
Alabama, corporate town owned by Roxxcart until it's wiped out by a hurricane.
Roxxcart. Roxxcon is from the comics, isn't it? Well, that's a cool shot.
We're on. And who knows, my friend?
What, good enough for a face-to-face with the timekeepers?
I didn't say that.
Because he hasn't even had a face-to-face with the timekeepers.
Warehouse is being used by civilians as a shelter, trying to ride out the storm.
So they could just become, you know, blend in with the normal people.
There is an attack. The variant steals a reset charge. He's planning something. We just don't know what.
Could they just go in without a reset charge?
What the hell was that?
So I don't announce myself with every squeaky footstep like the rest of you.
Try to hang on to your time collar this time.
We'll see you in the show.
Oh yeah, because he got it off her before in the fight. Okay, so the variant's here and knows that they're here now. 20-minute timer, because they could just blow this whole place up. It wouldn't affect the timeline.
Hey!
Whoa, it's okay. Azaleas are half off.
Oh, it is.
No, they usually survive. You're the fool the TVA brought in to hunt me down.
Me, I presume.
Is this Sylvie's voice we're hearing, or is it this actress's voice? Oh, it's her. C20.
Almost as cowardly as working for the TVA.
I'm working for me.
This actress is great because, like, her body language has suddenly changed and her facial expressions, and you can tell that she's like another person. She should have stayed with inside her because that was a great way to escape.
Are you going to call your little friends for help?
Oh my God.
If you could possibly sheath your smile for a moment, that's why I found you. I'm going to overthrow the timekeepers. I could use a qualified lieutenant.
The answer is no. I'm not interested in ruling the Time Variance Authority.
Oh, okay, so it is a reset charge for it to go off.
I gave it away.
What did you give away?
The timekeepers, where they are. I gave it away how to find them.
Okay. Oh, she's back up. And now that Loki's escaped, she's gonna be on the hunt.
I found your hiding place like that. I'd say that makes me the superior Loki.
Yeah, she was planning on him finding it, I bet.
I miss Randy.
Yes, he possessed someone who's stronger.
Thank you for helping me stall for time. You really do love to hear yourself talk.
That was cool. Have we ever seen him use telekinesis like that before? He's used illusions of things, but I don't think we've ever seen that. Oh, only a minute left. And here she is. Got a broken horn?
Right.
How are they gonna get out of this then? Or did it not work? Oh, okay. There's so many of them. What will this actually do? Oh, so she can just send them to loads of places and reset the timer in loads of different places. Oh, so she just sent them to loads of different places, and that's just created a bunch of alternate timelines. Okay. It was like one of their stars. So there's just, is that the start of there being multiverses now? And red, because it's hitting the red, they're all hitting the red line. Is he gonna follow her in? Okay, yeah. Okay. I like this music. Okay, so that was Loki episode 2. I really enjoyed that. You know, as I said, I was spoiled with the Sylvie thing. I know her name's Sylvie, and it wasn't even confirmed in this episode. So at the end there, I really liked the ending. It felt like it had a lot of weight for what's happening and what's going to happen in the future. It's kind of setting up multiverses. So it kind of seems like maybe the purpose of this show is to set up the idea of multiverses, because before this there hadn't actually been any, but now Sylvie has created them by setting off these time resets at a bunch of different places throughout the timeline, and that's causing all of these diversions that now there's too many for the TVA to handle. And now we know Loki has gone with her to wherever she is, so don't really know what she's up to next. There's a possibility that there's other Lokis, so maybe her making all of these branching timelines, maybe she can team up with even more Loki variants, because there needs to be another bigger goal here, because she's already achieved her goal, if that's the case, if you understand what I'm saying. I really like the interplay between Loki and Mobius. They're just a really fun duo to see on screen. What I like about a lot of these Marvel TV shows on Disney Plus is we just get to spend a bit more time with the characters and see how different characters interact. That's what I really liked about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, just giving more time to Sam and Bucky, and that's exactly what we're doing here. And there's some really great, more personal moments here, like when he found out about Ragnarok, because in the last episode he found out about his mother. This episode he found out about Ragnarok. So there's these great personal, emotional moments with Loki that we don't really see much of in the movies. And now Sylvie, she doesn't know where the timekeepers are, but she has a way to find them now, it seems. So that's what C20, I think the code had given away to her. So if the timekeepers do exist, which I'm still kind of hesitant on, maybe she's gonna go looking for them now, because she said to our version of Loki that that's not what she's after, but who knows, it could have been a lie. Okay, I think that's everything I want to say. I'm going to watch the next episode right now because I want to catch up as best I can. So if you stay to the end, thank you for watching. If you like this, consider leaving a like on the video or even subscribing so you can see when I upload the next videos in the series. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.